I have to believe that you're out there, and I know you've discovered the same thing that I'm learning, that there's a fundamental flaw in humanity, and you can see it in yourself just as clearly as I can see it in myself. Our world revolves around our ego, whether we want to admit it or not. And when some of us finally notice this flaw, we try to cover it with things like what? Altruism, spiritual language, or excuses that make us feel like we're something worthy of the praise and adoration that we selfishly seek. But the truth is much simpler. We don't want the world to see how insignificant we really are, how morally bankrupt we are. We fear for being exposed for who we truly are at the core. I've been studying human nature pretty hard since I hit my 30s. I've devoured books on the subject on how to fix these corpses that we live in. Modern culture tries to soften the blow by saying that you're inherently good. Just follow your heart. Ancient Stoicism says that you're flawed, but reason can tame the beast within. But this book, this ancient, unfiltered book, it doesn't soften anything. It doesn't flatter us. It says that we're all bankrupt. It calls us worms and maggots. It says we're unclean. It says every one of us have wandered off, and even our best attempts at righteousness are as filthy rags. It declares that there are none good, not even one. That there are none righteous, none who naturally seek after God. It tells us that the fall wasn't a myth. It explains why we hide, blame, and lash out whenever our ego gets threatened or exposed. But here's the twist that most people never see. Acknowledging your moral bankruptcy doesn't have to drag you into despair. For some of us, it's the most freeing moment of our lives. Because when you stop pretending to be something you're not, an enormous weight drops off your shoulders. Suddenly, you don't need to judge the next person. You realize that if you had their DNA, their childhood, their education, their temptations, you'd probably do the same things they're doing. You become slower to condemn and quicker to forgive because now you see it. That we're all worms and maggots in this together. And ironically, that's when you become capable of real love. Because your ego no longer has to be protected at the expense of shaming someone else so that you can sit on your false moral throne. If you can survive being exposed for who you are, something wakes up in you. A hunger for grace, mercy, and love that you know that you can't earn because you don't deserve it. And that's the beginning of healing. That's when God starts shaping you into who you were meant to be. So maybe the real truth isn't just that humanity is broken. It's that we're broken and still relentlessly pursued, still loved, and wanted by a God who wants to restore us into his divine image. It's a wild and narrow road, and few walk it. But if you're hearing this, maybe you're one of them. And I want to encourage you. Don't turn back. Never turn back.